let me just set everything up. It's very hot outside. Well, at least hot compared to where we would be. But thankfully, the air conditioner's on, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But with that said, it is going to heat up pretty soon. And to that I say, it's time for Blue Toad Wrestling. And hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's staying safe and staying cool, or staying warm, I guess, if you're in a cold climate. But well, yeah, join the club, AJ. But no, I get you. I get you. Hey, what's up, Dakota and Wally? And speaking of Wally and Dakota, of course, Dakota is going to be in the 4th match, whereas Wally is going to have not 1, but 2 matches. And then, of course, we have Luis, I'm sorry. And then, of course, we have Patty in the 6th match. And then, of course, Atticus's family is featured throughout much of the show. I'm doing pretty well there, Luis. It's a great honor. So yeah, as you can see, you have Atticus's daughter, and well, actually, he has 2 of his daughters in this match, and then he's got his woman, Crushing Kelly. Oh, and sister. Can't forget the sister. And then, of course, who else does he have? And to some extent, Diamond Sky, but mainly through marriage. Then, of course, Atticus has his brother's group. Yes, absolutely. No spoilers when it comes to Backlash, please. And also, there's Sly and Carmelita. Of course, Carmelita herself has the 6th and 2 matches for Carmelita. I'm probably not. I don't have Peacock. Of course, we have our main event, but we also have another one after that, and you'll soon see why. But for now, oh, right. Let me get my pop-out chat and stuff. So this is a good time to go get snacks and stuff like that. Can't watch it. No, understandable. So yeah, a good chance to go get some snacks and stuff like that. Alright, looks good. Alright, cool. Okay. Oh, you have to watch the replay of it? Alright, not a problem. Alright. I was just setting up the oh, right, I need to get my pop-out chat. Okay. A lot of setup, I know, but it is what it is. And, oh, Mr. P, I haven't... Nice to see you. Great to have you on the show, or great to see you on something that isn't baseball, but it's great to see you. Yeah, Mr. P is great. It's good to see you, man. It's great to see you, man. All right, now we can get started. Now that it's past 5:30, and our first match, I have a real treat for you guys because it's not often we get to showcase talent from the WWE, and this time around, I am going to feature the talents that are the legends in the WWE and basically have made their legendary status in Jim Crockett Promotions and several other territories at the time back in the 80s when that was a thing. And what's in stake is the fact that whoever wins this is all right, thank you, Violet. Just a different taste in sports. Awesome. But of the legends that you see, who do you think will win this one? But as I said, the winner of this gets to go to Blue Toad Mania. And also to give a spotlight to the legends. You're going to go with your church for your mom for Mother's Day. Hey, that's always a good thing.
Other superstars will join in.
Yeah, definitely spend some time with your mother, especially at church. And then after that, have a nice dinner. Or if she just wants to chill or go to the movies, definitely hang out.
The last superstar in the ring will be declared the Royal Rumble winner and will go on to face the champion of their choice at WrestleMania.
Not sure what you wanted to ask Violet there. And Riley, what's up? And of course, Riley, you're going to be in action too. But first up, we have the legends. And it starts. Vegetarian. You're a vegetarian? Not sure what that's all about. But up first is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And although he rose to prominence by the time the decade of the 80s began, of course, he is synonymous with Mid-Atlantic, as well as Georgia Championship Wrestling, and as well as later on Jim Crockett Promotions, and then, of course, the WWE. And then, of course, later on WCW, and then, unfortunately, his career ended. But during that time, he was amazing. But as amazing as he wasn't the eighth wonder of the world. He was... Now, this man is an attraction.
Who drew number 2 from Grenoble, France, weighing in at 500.
Hey, what's up, Blizzard the Wolf?
The eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
Oh, man. For Andre to start the match. So this is Andre the Giant. And while you could argue he was a big star in the 70s, he was just as equally big by the time the 80s began and even when the 90s ended, or began, I should say. Or and the 80s ended, excuse me. You know what I mean. But, of course, you also have the king of the Battle Royals, the man who had won more Battle Royals than any other. So much so, they named a Battle Royal after him. Something that has been traditional ever since WrestleMania 30. So the question is, can the Dragon overcome 19 other men, or should I say 18 men and a giant? Or will Andre reign supreme? Let's find out. But yeah, out of all the guys that you see or saw at the start, Macho Man. And of course, his legendary battle against Ricky Steamboat is incredible. Oh, big elbow, and that takes down Andre the Giant. Oh, but now the Dragon and Steamboat, or sorry, the Dragon and Macho Man, continuing where they left off at WrestleMania 3. But Andre, who of course main evented WrestleMania 3, snap it to a Slim Jim. Uh-oh, Jake the Snake. And Jake the Snake has feuded with all three guys, and all three guys would love to get their hands on Jake the Snake. Well, you're just in time for the first match, and... Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Gotta... There we go. Let me put Jose's name down. Okay. Number 5 is Ravishing Rick Rude. And he's just about feuded with everybody except Andre and Macho Man. But goes after Andre. And of course those two teamed up with each other last week. Oh, but then Jake the Snake gets his hands on Rick Rude. But for those just joining us, this is the Legends of 1980s Wrestling. And one of them will earn the right to go to Blue Toad Mania and get a match at Blue Toad Mania. Simply ravishing, yeah. But then you have Jerry the King Lawler, and whoa, he was up there. Of course, Jerry, of course he spent most of his time in Memphis. Of course, he would later have a feud with Jake the Snake, but that was in the 90s. And then, of course, you have Roddy Piper, another guy that feuded with Jerry Lawler. But he also had a prominent feud with Rick Rude, too. And then, Andre the Giant. Well, I can say for certain that your son, Dragonheart Jr., and brother, Kaiserheart, are working the semi-main tonight. That much I can say, and will say. Bret Hitman Hart, now even though he was more well-known in the 90s, he was rising to prominence by the time the late 80s came around. Of course, yeah, we're going to see Emma in action, by the way. But also, Jose, you do have a match proper on the show. But really, the odds-on favorite is Andre, despite starting the match at number 1. Yeah, the Hart Foundation. And Macho Man, oh yeah, that's right. He did feud with Jerry the King Lawler, did Macho Man, in Memphis. But now you have the Big Boss Man. And if I remember correctly, I think the only person that he might have feuded with at any point was the Hart Foundation through the Twin Towers. Oh, yeah, like, how did Louis do that, man? Oh, cousin-in-law. Oh, and now, of course, you have the greatest wrestler on God's green earth, Harley Race. Now, even though you could argue that his best days were in the 70s, but he was still going strong by the 80s, so he was good. Oh, and a low blow right to the Big Boss Man, and I don't care how big you are, when you get hit down there, it's going to hurt, brother. And speaking of brother, what you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you, brother? I guess. He's the reason I like the Oh yeah, the OG National Wrestling Alliance Championship. Yep. Well, now Hogan was going after Bret Hart, but he did feud with, you know, with Harley Race and Roddy Piper, Big Boss Man, and of course Andre the Giant, and the Rude Awakening onto Hogan. The 10 pounds of gold. Yep, absolutely. But Andre is still in there. Can you believe this? Uh-oh. Now Jerry the King Lawler going after Hogan. Uh-oh. Jerry Lawler with the pile driver. And as that happens, Harley Race holding on. Oh, Harley Race got eliminated by Andre the Giant. Hey, what's up, Tenu? You're midway into the Legends Royal Rumble. The Legends of the 80s in this case. Hello, Lewis. I think I did say hello already, but hello there, Lewis. Or Luis, I should say. Sorry, Luis. And Rick Rude eliminating his rival, Roddy Piper, so Piper's gone too. And Rick Rude eliminated by the Big Boss Man. Oh, now here's a guy that rose to prominence in the 80s, and that man, of course he's well known in the 90s, and that was Lex Luger. Although he got punched in the face right away. So there you see the total package, his nickname. Oh God. And of course Alexander and Diamond Sky are sharing a lovely moment with each other. Yeah, the torture rack, yep. Oh, now here's Mr. Perfect. I believe he also had a feud with Jerry Lawler in the AWA, but he also feuded with Boss Man, Hogan, and Big Boss Man. And Jerry the King Lawler eliminated by Hogan. I guess Hogan wasn't willing to do the job, brother. Oh, here's the Ultimate Warrior. Oh, and Andre almost eliminated him. Of course, Warrior feuded with Hogan, Andre, and Mr. Perfect. Someone get Hogan out of... So, wait, Tenu, are you going to give a bounty for someone who eliminates him? And as that happens, Big Boss Man going to try to eliminate Andre the Giant. Oh, but Andre's still in there, and he was number 1. Or number 2, excuse me. And also, Luis, what's with the OLs? Oh, the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man, has... I mean, he just gets in there, but of course he did feud with Hogan and Warrior. But look at the... Well, out goes Bret Hart thanks to Andre the Giant. And Big Boss Man eliminated by Andre the Giant. Who's going to get Andre out of there? I mean, Andre eliminated 2 men in quick succession. And it looks like Hogan got busted open. Although, Honky Tonk Man, he's going to fly and he's out. Ooh, slammed by the total package. dropped on the top turnbuckle was Warrior. It's because you do it. And then, the perfect plex onto Ultimate Warrior. It's the man who makes everybody humble. Sheiky Baby is here. The Iron Sheik, a man who has feuded with Hogan, Andre. Yeah, Hogan and Andre. And now Andre going right back to Hogan, and he slaps him in the chest. Then goes after Mr. Perfect. And out goes Mr. Perfect, number 17, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Well, he only had one feud, it was against Andre, but it was very short. And Andre the Giant eliminating Hogan, and Sheiky Baby eliminated by Ultimate Warrior. I mean, of course, you still have the total package. Number 18 is George the Animal Steel. And even though his physical prime was in the late 60s and throughout the 70s, George Steele was more of a novelty at that time in the 80s. So Ted, are you going to give Andre, 10,000 smackaroos, or at the very least buy him a keg of beer? Andre likes drinking beer, by the way, or he liked to back in the day. Number 19 is the British Bull. I can't even talk. The British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. Of course, he was one half of the British Bulldogs during the 80s. And while you could argue he was a wrestler of the 90s, gets caught by Andre, though. But now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. And Andre is still in there. Now goes after George the Animal Steel. And number 20 is Terry Funk. And while you could argue that his peak was in the 70s, he was still massively popular by the time the 80s came around. And Ultimate Warrior eliminated by the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. That's hard times. And of course, Dusty making sure that hard times didn't come right then and there. Scoop and a slam. And the big elbow. Of course, while it is easy to forget that, Terry Funk, before he was an extreme wrestler in, ECW, it's easy to forget that he wrestled, a classic wrestling style, during the 60s and the 70s. In fact, if you were to see a picture of what he looked like back then, it was like, is this really the same guy? Yes, it is the same guy. Now we're down to 5, though. We're down to the American Dream, Terry Funk, the British Bulldog, the Animal, George Steele, and yes, Andre the Giant, who is still in there after all this time. But you have to think at some point, Andre's ran out of gas. Ooh, popped British Bulldog right in the face. And then Andre sent into the corner. And now Andre trying to hold on, as is Dusty Rhodes. We're going to be grandparents. Yeah, like, did you ever think it was going to come that soon? Ooh, big elbow, the bionic elbow onto Terry Funk. Ooh! Oh, that'll do a number on your ears. And thrown over the ropes. No, Terry Funk stayed in. I don't know how, but he did. Oh, nice counter there by Terry Funk. And uh-oh. Power slam right to the animal, George Steele. At this point, everyone is just trying to wear each other out before they can throw him out. And Terry Funk thrown out, but he held on. And a DDT to Andre. Ooh, shoulder tackle, and hey, what's up, Joker? Just in time. Well, out goes Terry Funk. But now we're down to the final four of a Legends Royal Rumble. More specifically, the stars of the 1980s. As whoever wins this will get to go to Blue Toad Mania and have a match. And it's not going to be George the Animal Steele, though. So now we're down to three. We're down to the British Bulldog, Dusty Rhodes, and unbelievably Andre the Giant. You're at work? Oh, okay. Well, I'm happy to say you do have a match, so if you have to watch it afterwards, you can. Oh, headbutt right to the British Bulldog. Getting, you know, people have said that when they get headbutted by Andre, it's like getting hit with a bowling ball or two bowling balls. And then getting hit with a karate chop by Andre, it's like getting hit with a brick. And then, of course, anytime Andre's on top of you, it's like it's like having an anvil on your back. Uh-oh. Dusty picks up British Bulldog, and he throws him out, though. Not a problem there, Joshua. Although Dusty made a mistake. You never turn your back on Andre. Hey, what's up, Prime Time? But now we're down to the final two. It's either going to be Andre or the American Dream. And into the ropes, a hip toss. Hey, what's up, Jamar? And by the way, Jamar, you have two matches today, buddy. Buddy. Yep, there they are. You have Andre, who has been in since the start, and of course, the American Dream coming in relatively late. Oh, cool. Oh, happy birthday, Jamar. Now he's got Andre. Is he going to set him up for it? No! Andre dipped the shoulder, and Andre went coast to coast and is going to Blue Toad Mania.
The eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant.
Andre the freaking Giant is going to Blue Toad Mania, and my question is, who wants some of Andre? But congratulations nonetheless to Andre the Giant, and happy birthday to Jamar as well. Hey, wait, AJ wants some of Andre? Well, You know, I might consider doing. I could do that. I mean, so I might do something like a what is it? Battle of the Giants, although AJ's more of a giant killer, but although I do have a match already scheduled for you, AJ. Now, Joker, we'll see how the tournament develops, though. But who knows? I could do a giant battle royal. Hey, I might actually consider doing a literal Andre the Giant battle royal. I could actually do that, and it doesn't have to be giants. It could also be anything else. And AJ says he wants to defend his hardcore title. Well, I could totally see that. But now we go from that to so we went from 20 men from the past, and we go all the way to the present with 5 women. So let's get to it. So of course you have the real life. Of course you have Lyra Valkyria. Then you have the television champion, Mario Girl. And then, of course, other challengers other than Lyra include Andromeda, Sarah Richards, and of course, Lily Lancaster. But which one of these 5 will win it? I'll let Atticus know, and I don't know if Atticus is still in there. But I'll let Mario Girl know first and foremost. Of course, with Melissa, if she is successful in defending that championship, it'll be like knocking out 4 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, we got to give some time to the women, Luis. It is Violet. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Oh yeah, I forgot that Atticus is watching the show or watching. But I figured I may as well let him know since his sister and then his 2 daughters are in there. Okay. I just wanted to at least let Atticus and Mario Girl know. And up first, the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. And it starts with Lyra Valkyria.
The following contest is a fatal 5-way match and is for the WWE Women's Television Championship. Introducing the challengers from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria.
Of course, she is more than just a pretty face. When the bell rings, oh, she'll get serious real quick. And then we have
representing the superstars from Asgard, the International Wrestling Grand Prix Women's
okay.
Champion. And
I'll put you on the. Let me put you on the list there, Vera.
Star Women's Tag
If I can get this stupid pen to work.
Champions, the Witch Princess.
All right. I'll put you on the list there, Vera. But yeah, as we get closer to Blue Toad Mania, it'll be much easier as the competition for the tag team titles or the contendership for the tag team titles, as it begins to wind down, it'll be much easier for me to make individual matches as well. Oh, from the last show? Wait, did I give... I forgot if I... Oh, okay. I got... No. You were right. I got it. Sorry. But I do have you now. And as that happens, here we have Sarah Richards, who not too long ago made a return. As well as a former Intercontinental Champion and Four Queens Champion in her own right. And it's quite amazing that, Sarah, from when she first started out to where she is now, it's like night and day, really. But I think I gave you... No. Oh, no. I remember now. Vera, do you remember the time that you challenged for the World Championship? Or the WWE Women's World Championship? And, of course, spoiler alert, you won it. That was your bonus match, actually. Now that I remember it myself. Yeah, I was going to say... Yeah, Vera was talking to me, not... Okay, I'll put you on the list too there. Let me put Ryan on the list too. But no, Vera, I just remembered that you did have a match, and it was for the Women's World Championship, or the WWE Women's World Championship, and you won it. But there's the television champion, Mario Girl. Of course, she is dressed up as Luigi. Yeah, so yeah, technically I have you added after Jose, who had came in, but no, your mother's on the list though. AJ wants a match. Okay, so you'll be after Spike Ryan, since he came in after that. All right, I got you on the list there, AJ. Oh, come on, not Howdy. I thought we were done with him. And as that happens, there is Lily. Or... AJ's mad. Well, anyway, that's what it's for. The television championship. Now, this match is one fall, so whoever can get a pinfall or submission in the ring over anybody will win the match. So Melissa will be at a very distinct disadvantage in that she does not even need to be pinned or submitted to lose the title. A backbreaker onto Melissa. Ooh, punch right to the face by her own sister. Hey, what's up, Luigi is the best, and as you can see, we have our good friend Melissa dressed up as Luigi. And, oh, clothesline. Well, this is not a battle royal. But then Andromeda, wow, what a dive. And not to be outdone, Melissa does the same. And while these women can fight outside all they want, but one of them has to pin another in the ring. And a double Russian leg sweep onto Andromeda. No, she's not. She didn't give you any permission. Oh, slammed right into the steps. Meanwhile, Lyra is thrown back inside the ring. But if anything, it's probably safe in there than being outside the ring. But it looks like Lyra's going to go after Lily and throw her in the ring. And then a snap suplex to Sarah Richards. Uh-oh, Andromeda with that bat. Hey, what's up, Arkham? How you doing, man? By the way, your girls, or actually you, Louie, Lily, La Bandida is also going to be in action tonight. Oh, and then Lily gets spat in the face with the mist, and then a pin. 1, 2, and had it not, and big save there by Melissa. So yeah, your girls and yourself and oh yeah, I almost forgot. Edward is also in action as well. Oh, and Lyra gets hit with that sledgehammer. Oh, whipped right into the referee by mistake. And then, uh-oh, gonna go for the Reaper's Grasp. Uh-oh, Diamond Sky gonna go after Howdy. And then a pin, but broken up by Melissa. But then Lily with a European uppercut to Melissa. Patty, dart him. All right, now picks up Lily. And of course, Melissa right there to strike when the time is right. Oh, backbreaker to Andromeda. And now a pin onto Melissa. 1, 2. A kick out by Melissa. That might have ended it. And ooh, big punch right to Melissa. But meanwhile, Valkyria. Ooh, dropkick to Lyra. I mean, I know that you're a very attractive Vera, but why the weirdos, I have no idea. Anyway, a breakup by Lyra. Off the ropes. And then the Judas effect onto Sarah, and a pin onto Sarah. 1, 2. No, kick out by Sarah. And Melissa knew that had it not been for Sarah kicking out, that would have been it. Anyway, Russian leg sweep, even though she's not Russian. All right, now all 5 women in the ring. A powerbomb in the knee, and then a pin, broke it up. So now it's becoming a mad dash to the finish. Into the corner. Can I talk to you in private, if that's all right? Although, wait a minute. The silver bullet onto Melissa. And meanwhile, Lyra with the chair and ends up hitting Melissa with that chair. And, well, that probably would have been it had it not been for Lyra. Then an enziguri. And then Lyra, what's she going to do? Oh, a modified Michinoku driver. And then a crossbody. Now picks up that bat. And then hits Melissa with it. And then Sarah, not once but twice. And then Andromeda. Lyra just going nuts with that bat. And then one right to Lily. And again to Melissa. And then, well, finally, Melissa takes out Lyra. All right, now going for the Reaper's Grasp. And then, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ref, why didn't the bell ring? Also, hello, William Styles, but wait a minute. Why did the bell not ring? That should have been a win for Liliana. But instead, 1, 2, no, kick out by Lily, but no, Lily should have won that. Now going for the armbar, but broke it up. Okay, out of character. Either the referee or the timekeeper didn't do a good job. 1, 2, 3! And Mario Girl has won, but she really should not have won. Oh, man. I mean, I give Melissa credit for not giving up, but Melissa tapped out earlier. And really, Lily should have won after that submission. But unfortunately, the referee, I want to guess because of old age or the timekeeper, because the timekeeper didn't see it. And yet the match was allowed to continue. I don't get that. I'm definitely going to have to rebook this match at some point between Melissa and Lily. What? Wait. You're kidding, right? Diamond Sky? Yeah, she got screwed, unfortunately. So I'll definitely rebook this match at some point before long. But for Mario Girl, in getting in defending against 4 women, technically speaking, I don't know if she paid off the ref. I think it was just gross incompetence on the part of the timekeeper or the referee. Pick one of the two. But in doing this, Uncle AJ, stop! Wait, stop what? This is going to be interesting because I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we'll have to find out what the ruling is. But as it stands, Mario Girl is still the champ, but a rematch will be booked, but this time it'll just be one-on-one between her and Liliana. It's really the only fair thing to do. Whereas the other three, you could argue, could have won. Lily should have won, honestly. But up next, it's time for Bowsette and Carmelita Fox to team up to take on LD and Crushing Kelly. So I'll let LD and Crushing Kelly know. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So Bowsette is going to be played by Arkham. Okay. And of course, this in itself is part of the #1 contendership tournament to the Blue Toad Wrestling Women's Tag Team Championships. And also, just like with OL, you don't have to say "let's go" all the time. You could just vary your speech. That is, unless of course you're learning from Hooked on Phonics or something. But anyway. Well, if you're confident, Sky, then I don't see why not. But we'll see if Emma is up to the task. I have no doubt that you are. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem, Lewis. It's all good, though.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, the Women's World Universe
So up first.
Champions, Diamond Mine.
Wait, she's gonna get her own movie? Wait, when did this happen? Called Vixen's Justice. So here you have Carmelita, and then of course you have a 3-time Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion in Bowsette. I think that's really the point, Arkham. Well, that remains to be seen. But I think... But this is definitely a match that has the making of a new star. I found out a few nights ago it was made by the same people who made Thieves United. And then, of course, you have the Mythic Elite.
And their opponents, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions and the Women's World Universal Tag Team Champions, the Empire of Pain.
Okay. So, being that this is the last of the first round matchups, the winner of this will get to face off against the Monsoon Duet, and in the other semifinal, it'll be Team Ruby taking on the last minute team of Speranza and Firestar, Speranza Dancy and Firestar. So those are two matches to look out for as far as the women's tournament is concerned. So I've confirmed that this show is the third to last show before Blue Toad Mania. So in other words, we have 2 other shows after this before we get to Blue Toad Mania. So I wanted to at least pass that along. And of course, this is under normal tag team rules. Ooh, punch right to the gut. And a drop kick to LD. Of course, you have LD and Crushing Kelly as the Cyberspace Federation Women's Tag Team Champions. Hey, yo, what's up, JW? As well as the fact that Carmelita Fox is the Cyberspace Federation World Champion. But now we have LD. A big takedown, and then stop on the arm and with those heels. And then, of course, you have another tag. You have a tag to Crushing Kelly, and then she gets taken down with an Hurricane Rana. But, hey, what's up, JW? How you doing, man? And you know what? I came to the realization I was right the first time, in the sense of the Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises was in the tournament after all. So in other words, you, your brother, Brooklyn Joker, Mike Wasson, and Matt Storm, you guys are going to be teaming up in action tonight, JW. Anyway, a pin onto Carmelita. 1. Nope. Kick out at 1. And then a float over DDT to LD. And then a pin onto her. Nope, not even a 1 count. Broken up by Crushing Kelly. Anyway, it's sent right into the corner. And then just choked out was Carmelita Fox. Then sent into the corner. Nope. Carmelita fighting back. Sends her right into her corner. But then fought off by LD, and then a slingshot kick to the face, and then a quick tag to Bowsette. Although Bowsette getting hit in the boiler. And now pulls LD away from the ropes. And then a drop kick to the side of the head with her heels. Welcome back, Joker. I'm happy to tell you I was wrong. I was right the first time, and I was wrong the second time, because it turns out that you guys are in the tournament. So in other words, Joker, you and JW and Mike Wasson and Matt Storm are having a match tonight. Now, of course, these two have to remember not to get counted out. Of course, if one person gets counted out, it's as good as a pin. All right, now LD gets back in. Oh, but Bowsette also gets back in too, so we continue. Is my sister's... Oh, you mean the Mythic Elite? What? No. Let me check really quickly, but I think, if I'm not mistaken... Well, your sister in terms of the Four Queens tournament, they've already advanced to the semifinals. So we're still awaiting or finishing out the first round for the Four Queens. But your sister's group is already advanced, so in other words, your sister has the night off. A hip toss and then elbow right to Bowsette's arm. But yes, it is true that Bowsette is a former Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion, then gets dropped on her head. And I imagine those spikes getting landed on don't help. And a series of gut-wrench suplexes, which is nothing out of the ordinary when it comes to the Iron Sheik, who we saw early in that Legends Royal Rumble. Yeah, Joker has a sister, by the way. Oh, countered by Bowsette. And then a Shine Sprite. A Shine Sprite slam. You know, that's what we'll call it, the Shine Sprite. A Shine Sprite slam, but LD's still on the floor. And down goes Crushing Kelly. And LD, get back in the ring, please. Wow, LD, I think LD lost track of the count and gets counted out. I mean, she did drop on her head, so she lost track of the count, and unfortunately was counted out. You hate to see that, but unfortunately, you know, winners do advance. And as such, DWO Nova in the tag team division have advanced, much to the chagrin of LD and Crushing Kelly. So only one top 4 seed has made it into the semifinals, and that was Ruby. But there's still more action to come. Well, anyway, LD is going to be back, but up next. Up next, though, we have this is another first-time matchup, because we have, of course, we have Tennu himself, but of course, let's start with the guys on the left. You have the House. You have Arkham 500. I want to say Arkham's in the chat. I believe Jose's in the chat too. And then, of course, you have his right-hand man, Arkham's right-hand man, Louis Levanguer. Then, of course, you have Jose's brother, Brandon Cuevas. And, of course, these 4 make up the team known as the House. But then, of course, you have Tennu Miyalagan, as he is part of a group known as the Switch Gaming Clan that also includes Dakota, Riley, and Sonic McCracken. So it's going to be the House against the Switch Gaming Clan. I'm not sure if Riley's in the chat, but I'll let some of those guys know. All right, so the Joker's going to go for the House. Oh, Riley's here. Okay, cool. Then I'll let Dakota know. So let me just let those guys know. Yeah, Jose's here. Sly's going to go for the Switch Gaming Clan. Okay, so one for the House, one for the Switch Gaming Clan. Interesting. Of course, for Dakota, this is his biggest match to date. Okay. And then I'll do the same thing for... Yeah, that is true. At least Joker can vouch for Jose. Definitely. Oh, yeah. Sonic McCracken. Who else am I forgetting? Oh yeah, of course, I can't forget Brandon Cuevas himself. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. So now we go from the women's tag team division to the Four Kings tournament. Contendership tournament.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 923 pounds.
Not sure if Arkham's still in the chat, but I want to say he is. FMF Gaming Network. Let me check out this channel here. Oh, okay. Okay, so he's also another what is it? Another showrunner. But yeah, it's nice to meet you though. Wait, Brandon, you know who FMF is? I'll give Jose that. He's the toughest people he ever fought. Absolutely. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to the show. So the best way to summarize Blue Toad Wrestling would be if a riot had broken out at Let's Make a Deal. In fact, it's like a riot at Let's Make a Deal. Fetu Otunga? And then, of course, their opponents. So we have the House, and now we have the Switch Gaming Clan.
30 pounds, the Club.
Of course, what all four of these guys like to do is play on the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. So, of course, you have Riley, the guy that looks like a spike. In fact, that's what he is. And then, of course, the man in the lion mask, that is Tenu Miyalagin. The guy with the blue hair and the red jacket, that is Sonic McCracken. And, of course, the guy in the short brown hair with the green and red top, that is Dakota Sheldon. Oh, you hadn't met him. Oh, all right. Nice to see you, Rick Kane. That's got to be Kane. That's got to be Kane. No. But. And of course, this will be under Survivor Series rules. You're just in time, Sonic, for your own match. And we're going to start with Riley and Jose. Match underway. And Jose, nice Inseguri, though. The Spike Master. And then, uh-oh, what are they going to do? Riley already in trouble. And a 3D a la the Dudley Boys. Of course, it's not as effective as it would be if the Dudley Boys themselves had done it. But still, it has to hurt. And already, Riley in trouble against the winner of the Superstar Rumble, And oh, and Brandon accidentally getting popped by his brother. And a clothesline onto Riley, and Riley just got turned inside out, upside down. And it looks like they're keeping Riley. Nope, Riley got out. I have a feeling I know what it is, but I don't want to mention it, if only for your own sake. Really, it's one of those. Oh, well, what's the word? I know that it could be a 2-time Superstar Rumble winner. Not that I remember. That's Wally, who's the 2-time Superstar Rumble winner. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Wally was the two-time Superstar winner. Yeah, Wally is, though, but Brandon won his first, though. But either way, Brandon Cuevas is headlining the third night's main event against whoever ends up with the championship. And that, of course, will be the culmination of Operation Endurance. And it looks like Brandon Cornwell is training with the Dangerous Alliance. And an inverted atomic drop. And now it's Brandon Cuevas that's in trouble. Why is her car here, TJ? Well, you know what? Your sister is... I'm happy to say your sister is in good hands. And, saved by Louis Lebanquer. And now Tenu looking to... No, wait. Nice counter there by Brandon Cuevas. Now sent into the corner. And, an Enziguri onto Tenu. Oh, yes. He does. Wow, body splash by a 3 is going to pose a challenge to Aussie siblings, Cameron and Travis, and their little sister Mercedes. Aw. Very interesting, Rick. And then for well, you know what? I'll have to. I got to make some room because right now my roster is full. Or Brandon can share it with me, and then I can check out what your what talent you have. Although that's pretty cool that you have 2 brothers and a sister. So that's pretty cool. In fact, I already have such a pairing. Except it's 2 sisters and a brother. But yeah, if there ever comes a point where there's openings, I'm more than willing to have some new talent, so I'm cool with that. And then, Tenu. It's time for the white shield. Or, I'm sorry, the shield drop. Or, I gotta come up with a name for this, but that's the finisher that you guys use, that backbreaker elbow drop combination. Oh, the click. Oh yeah, that sounds cool. And I mean that. I really mean that it really does sound very cool. But now we have Jose. And then, ooh, a kick to the face on Tennu, but now it's Tennu that's in trouble. I'll have to remind myself for something else. And now Tennu trying to fight back. Probably should have tagged out when he had the chance. No, wait. Sent over the top rope is Jose. And a back suplex right on the apron. Primetime saying, go Tennu, go. Oh, you have a red Corvette? Little red Corvette. It's elimination in this case, so even if both these guys get counted out, the match would still continue. And an enziguri onto Tennu. Now, Jose does get back in. And Tennu. Tennu, just get back in there, man. All right, cool. Well, Tennu at least got back in. Meanwhile, Jose takes out Riley. And a spine buster onto Jose. This could do it. One. Nope, broken up by Arkham 500. Now the tables have turned, but Tennu still needs to tag out in the sense of he's been in there quite a while. Yep, they kept Tennu in there. And then another enziguri. And Tennu's like, no! Or, no! 1, 2, and had it not been for Dakota, that probably would have been it. Oh, Diamond Sky? I actually have I put you in the 4 Queens matchup, Diamond Sky, so I'm happy to say that you're in it. You have a match. New gen. Oh, okay. I still have to get myself a PS5 because I still have a PS4. So I have Jesse and then I have you. You're second on the list. Obviously, if Jesse doesn't come in, then you'd be next or first. And now Tennu just... Well, Tennu still has not been able to tag. Although Jose making a mistake, he turned his back, and now a tag right to Dakota. So this is their first encounter. Hello there, Empress Alicia. And of course, Empress Alicia and Violet are going to be in a redo of match number 3, all thanks to An Ramirez. But as it stands, oh, enziguri takes out Riley, but he left himself open, or so we thought. But Jose, very experienced, sends Dakota into their corner. Although this time, sure, I will let you know when spots open up. No. I believe Alicia knows, but she didn't say or reveal where the location was. She's in the Dominican Republic. All right. So apparently An has the night off, but then again she worked 3 matches plus, last week. So of course An would be tired. Okay, well, not a problem, Carmelita, but I already have you on the list, so you're already on the list for a bonus match. And then a miss by Jose, and barely clipped Dakota, and now a tag to Arkham 500. Oh, spin fist! No, your first match I can't even talk. Your first match has not happened yet, Wally, but we're getting close to it. and then a high kick to the head of Dakota. Okay, so no, she doesn't have a PS5 though. But right now, Dakota's slowing the pace down a little bit. So far, nobody eliminated, but you have to think whoever gets eliminated first will be at a disadvantage. Now a tag to Sonic McCracken, who's the freshest of his team. No, wait. Countered by Arkham 500. Another Insuguri, though. Nope, whipped it into his own corner. Back elbow. Well, so far, Sonic kicks the knee. A backflip into a German suplex with a pin. 1, 2, no. Yeah, Empress Alicia has an Xbox One. Yep. Oh, and now, of course, we have Riley back in. Now gets his hands on Arkham 500 and then gets popped by Tennu. Then sent into the corner. Back elbow onto Riley. And then into the ropes and a spinning neck breaker. Hey, how's it going there, Captain? And then a tag to Louis Levanquer. A drop kick. Probably didn't get all of it, though. I mean, these guys do a great job with the slingshot Insuguri, or the jumping kick. All right, now a tag to Jose Blanco. Double shoulder tackle. That'll definitely do some damage to Riley. Oh, thank you so much. And then a clothesline onto Jose. Could this do it? Well, that probably would have done it, but not without Brandon coming in. And then, Jose in trouble. Yes, also no spoilers regarding Backlash, please. Especially for those who didn't get to see it. And the spike drop, and then the spike drop eliminates Jose, and then a high kick eliminated Spike. So back-to-back eliminations. And wait, what happened to Spike? Oh, okay, Spike's okay, but he was kind of frozen there. 1, broke it up by Dakota, but now it's 3 on 3 now. But Jose's out and Riley's out. So yeah, Riley eliminating Jose, and then Riley gets eliminated by Arkham 500. The white shield? Is that what you call the kick? And Sonic McCracken fired up. Thank you, Captain Danger. I appreciate it. But Sonic was too busy taunting, but he still manages to get the better of Arkham 500. It was a spin kick. Oh, okay. Oh, Arkham is called the White Shield. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I'll be back in a little bit. Not a problem there, Alicia. Okay, so the White Shield is surnamed for Arkham. But now sent into the House's corner, and then a Insuguri. Oh, out of character. Okay, cool. 1. Nope, kick out by Sonic. And then Tennu gets thrown out for his trouble. And then, well, went for the went for a slingshot cutter, but missed. But he did miss with that suplex. So what happened, Riley, was that you knocked out Jose Blanco, but the guy in all white and partly green eliminated you with that high kick. So in other words, you took out Jose, but then one of his teammates took you out. So now it's up to your teammates to win. But right now it's your buddy Sonic McCracken, who just got a face buster, and that busted him open. But now you have Brandon Cuevas, the biggest guy in the ring. Nope, caught. A leg sweep and a backflip onto Cuevas. Brandon Cuevas. Yes, happy Mother's Day weekend. Yeah, it's like the old school Survivor Series matches. I do miss that. Anyway, the Super Dakota Punch. That's what I'll call it, the Super Dakota Punch. 1, 2, nope. And that probably would have been it had it not been for Arkham. And then Arkham gets pot for his trouble. And then Dakota Falls. That's what he calls that Burning Hammer move. Dakota Falls. But then he gets caught by Brandon. And an enziguri, or a kick right to the head. And Arkham is still knocked out after that Dakota Falls move. Uh-oh, he's going to do it to Brandon. Look at the strength! And that knocked out Brandon Cuevas. Now it's 3 on 2 in favor of the Switch Gaming Clan. And now Dakota. Oh. Nice. I thought for a moment he was going to go over the top, but I didn't expect him to do a drop kick. That was pretty cool. And then a kick to the head onto Dakota, or by Dakota to Arkham. But Dakota is showing out. I mean, Riley, you fought against Dakota in several games. You know how tough he is. And now a pin. 1, 2. No, kick out by Louis LeBanquer. Now it's up to Louis and Arkham, the two remnants of the Knights of Arkham. Yeah, the guy is on fire. Is Dakota. I mean, so if you're Arkham and Louis, you got to get rid of somebody, even if it is Dakota. I have to come up with a name for that. I still have to come up with a name for that. Yep, absolutely. You know how strong he is Dakota. Although, wait a minute. Louis, he used Dakota's own move against him, the Dakota Falls. 1, 2, and almost beat him with it. And Louis frustrated, wondering, what do I have to do to put Dakota away? A forearm shot. All right, so Dakota goes out, but he gets right back in. But he did get hit with that forearm shot. And now, wait, look at Louis. He's getting jiggy with it. Na 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 na. And now Sonic with Crack the Code. Crack the Code. Get it? You know, start. Instead of it starting with a C, it starts with a K because, you know, Sonic McCracken. Crack the Code, but it didn't work. He kicked out. Oh, no. Uh-oh. The sky high and the low down. A pin. Nope, broken up by Arkham. That probably would have done it had it not been for Arkham. But Louis in trouble. Hopefully we'll get a word from Tennu while this match is going on. But I also understand he's in the match, so he probably couldn't talk. Back elbow. Uh-oh. He's going to hit it. The pedigree. And that knocked out Louis. And now it all comes down to Arkham 500. He hits him with that discus clothesline, or discus forearm, and that would have done it had it not been for Dakota. And then Dakota gets thrown out of the ring for his trouble. And then a thrust kick right to the face. And now Tennu in a bit of trouble. And an enziguri that takes out Sonic. Nope, Tennu reversed it. Uh-oh, he's going to go for the pedigree himself. But could not capitalize as he feints. All right, now goes for the cover. Nobody can help him. 1, 2, no. And that extra time might have saved Arkham. But then Arkham, an arm wringer flip, then gets a couple of cheap shots on Dakota and Tennu. And then Gregory says, Jose. Well, now that Jose's eliminated, I'm pretty sure he'll talk, but I'm not sure. But it's not good for Arkham. Although you could say that, you know, Arkham, like, especially when the house was a heel group full and full, you know, this was what he and the house would do to some people. Double and triple team them. So now he's feeling the effects. 1, 2. Well, I don't know how, but he was able to eliminate Tennu Miyalagin, but it's now 2-on-1. Oh, no worries there, FNF. Well, no worries, Tennu. Your team can still win if Dakota and Sonic survive. So it's not over, though. Well, now it's 2-on-1 this time. Or now make it 1-on-1 as he eliminated Dakota. Dakota gets eliminated by Arkham. Now it's 1-on-1. So it all comes down to a relatively fresh Sonic McCracken and a pin. 1, 2, no. Now both guys outside. There's still the risk of the count out though. And a suplex right to Sonic McCracken. Although Sonic with a clothesline of his own. But how much more can Arkham go? How much more can he take? And then the white shield on the outside, although, uh-oh. Oh, the shoulder breaker, and that's it! I can't believe it, Arkham did it!
Here are your winners.
Also, you guys might want to refresh if you're behind. But yeah, refresh if you have to, but Arkham did it! Arkham was down 3-on-1, and again, of all, I don't know how he did it. I really don't know how he did it. But they just couldn't finish the job. They had him done to rights, and the white shield proved to be the blue shield. The white shield, Arkham did it. I don't know how. The Star Mania Arena? That sounds cool. But I have to give props to Arkham. This match made him a star. And of course Emma's happy because, well, that's the brother group. But we go from that to the men's tag team champion, or the men's Blue Toad Wrestling Tag Team Championship #1 contenders tournament, though. Yeah, Arkham was hurt. I mean, he was losing blood. But give credit to Arkham. It just goes to show how tough and how much of a beating he could take and give it right back. But up next, we have the team of Ty and the Feed, as they go head-to-head against Wally and Jamar. I'm not sure if Jamar is still watching. And same thing with Wally. And I don't have a way to contact Ty, so I'll probably let Jamar know. Oh, yeah. And then Grand Empress Jennifer says hello. Yep. So you have the Empress and the old Queen. Oh yeah, absolutely. Take nothing away from the Switch Gaming clan. I just think with a little bit more experience, I think you guys are going to be awesome. I think you guys are going to be an awesome team. And you guys are rising stars. Absolutely. All right. Atlanta Aces? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's the team within the team. So you have 2 members of the SWO in Jamar and Wally. But, of course, the team within that is the Atlanta Aces. I like that. And then, of course, you have the Wyatts. You have the Feed, and then apparently you have his doppelganger. I don't know. I still have no idea why he's dressed up as Bray Wyatt, or not Bray Wyatt, the Feed. Yeah, your team did really well. But had they been able to finish off Arkham, I think they would have won. But it just goes to show Arkham is tough. And who knows, maybe I might do a one-on-one match with any member of the Switch Gaming clan and the house at some point. That was one crazy match. Oh yeah, it definitely was. Also, Riley, if you want a bonus match, let me know and I'll put you on the list. And then I'll contact you when it's ready.
The following contest is a tag team steel cage match.
Now this is a cage match, however.
A combined weight of 468 pounds. The Outsiders.
Of course, when it comes to 2-on-2 cage matches, the team that has had the most wins in that match type particularly, yeah, so you have the Feed, and then you have the Feed from Wish. If anything, that's kind of an insult to Temu. Alright, I'll put you up on the list there. So that when your name is called, I'll reach out to you. And then you come into the chat, and then you can tell me what match you would like to have. So, alright, alright, bet. But up next, oh yeah, I almost forgot, I gotta update the brackets. What am I doing? I forgot to update the brackets. What am I doing? Alright, so the house won 1-0. Hey, what's up, Leo? And up next, we have from the SWO, the Shield World Order.
545 pounds.
Welcome to the show, Leo. So we have the second to last match in the first round. He's trying to take her and marry her. Well, if they can do a number to the feed, I imagine that will draw out Howdy to be more concerned for his brother, if anything. Oh, what? Oh, so a rematch against AJ. That sounds cool. I wonder if AJ would accept. But that would be cool, though. I think he wants to prove that he can beat you. But, I mean, of course, AJ is... Oh, okay, so Leo says that when he returns to BTW, a match against Jose would be something. Although you could always pick somebody else, or I could find somebody else. It's all good there, Riley. Or, heck, I might even put you in the literal Andre the Giant Battle Royal, you know, given that you are a super heavyweight. So even though you're not tall, you're really heavy. Deceptively heavy, but really big. Anyway, now the feed trying to escape. And it's not often that you see the feed try to escape, but that's the way you win the match. And a power bomb. But no worries there, Riley. Even if it's not again. Oh! Oh my gosh! So the force that Ty ended up going into the cage caused Wally to fall. Oh, and then AJ says, thanks to Patty, he's knocked out for the remainder of the show. I would say, but I'm going to keep it PG. But it's just you're very attractive. Unfortunately. But right now, Howdy's asleep. Oh! I don't know if you guys saw that, but a fireball went off. Although I think he missed, did Ty. And of course, Wally not too happy with the fact that he tried to burn his friend, Jamar. And now Wally's going to take it out on him. Oh, well, Riley, I think there's somebody else that wants to fight you, and that's Joker. That would be a cool battle, actually. And soiling himself? You'll fight him? Wait, Andre or Riley or... I'm pretty sure you'll fight anybody. I know it. But yeah, anyway, before I forget, object is to have both members of a team escape the cage first. There are no pins or submissions. You have to beat your opponent down and then try to escape, both members. But there's always a strategy to it, because if one person escapes too early, that puts their tag team partner in a position where they can get double teamed. Oh, okay, so AJ could fight Riley, okay. Well, let's see what we have, though. Spike Ryan has been in more groups than Jeff Jarrett. Yeah, apparently so. But anyway, I don't want to take too much away from this matchup, though. Or you and AJ against Riley and Andre the Giant. Ooh, that would be a great bonus match in itself. Yeah, because you have the small guy in the sense of he's very short in stature. And then, of course, you have the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. Then, of course, you have another big and small pair, even though AJ is a giant killer. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Okay, I definitely saw that. Wally just got burned in the face with that fireball. Oh, Wally's hurt. And then a twist of fate onto, I believe that was Ty Wyatt. AJ's not Shane McMahon. No, he's not. No, he's not Shane McMahon. In fact, you could say he's actually better. That's what it is. MSW, hey, what's up, man? absolutely. Please do not spoil it, but thank you for not spoiling it. All right, now, Shamar at the top, but then Wally... Sure? All right, cool. And now Shamar looking to escape. And Shamar does do just that, and the Sister Abigail onto Wally. And then for some reason Ty is stuck. Ty, are you just gonna stand there? It looks like Ty has been. Oh, never mind. He's back. I think he snapped out of the trance he was in. Well, Wally takes out the feed, but then Ty turns the tide. And then a running boot onto Wally, and Wally's hurt. And now Wally trying to fight off the feed. And as that happened, no wait. Ooh, slammed, and down goes Wally. Yeah, one by the feed and then one by Ty. But now it looks like the feed is escaping, and usually I know that the feed would like to hurt Wally some more. Oh, yes, okay, cool. But now the feed is on his way, but is Wally going to get up? I mean, Wally did get burned and get beaten. And the match is over once Ty touches the ground and makes it official. It's official. The Outcasts in the feed and Ty, they get the job done. But yeah, Wally's hurt, but hopefully he'll be back before long. So Ty and the feed move on, and they will face off against the U-Takers, Paul and Killian. So that one's going to be an awesome match. But up next, we now go from the 4 Kings to the 4 Queens. And here they are. Yeah, the fireball did a lot of damage to Wally in ways that a simple punch wouldn't. Okay. So, yeah, and in fact, you actually are in the next match after that. So, but yeah, this match in particular will give you some time to rest a little bit. It's now time for the Crimson Lotus Camera with its new leader, Emma, and of course the other members that have been part of the group since its inception, against the DWO Nova, the Diamond World Order Nova. And I believe most of the members are here, except for maybe Odds Cornet, and I'm not sure if... I'll have to let Arkham know that his girl Liliana's up. And then same thing for Triple Beat with Jen Corso. So I'll let those ladies know. Or I'll let the owners know. Alright. Middy's busy. Alright. Oh yeah, against all odds. Don't underestimate me, Jose. Wouldn't dream of it, really. And then same thing with Triple Beat. All right, there we go. Now let's get to it. And of course, the rules for this match are the same as the ones that we saw for the previous 4-on-4 match. Sorry, Emma, but I'm rooting for my mama. Absolutely. Well, up first is the sister group of the house. I give you the Crimson Lotus Camera. So, of course, we have in the cowgirl hat, that is Liliana Ladrona, who, of course, herself was a big fan of The Undertaker back in the day, or when she was a little chiquita. Then, of course, you have Carmen Gonzalez, the one in the ponytail. The one in the sailor's hat, that is Jen Corso. And then, of course, the one who is dressed up as a butterfly, that is Emma. And, hey, what's up, Atticus, though? How you doing, man? But, yeah, several, like, your girls and, earlier, two of your girls, your sister had a match, and then, your sister-in-law, so to speak, LD, or a member of the family, LD, and your woman, Crush and Kelly had a match earlier. Oh, you've been, okay, so you've been lurking. Awesome. But up next is the DWO Nova, the Diamond World Order Nova. So, of course, you have Baby Blue, the owner of Baby Blue, the Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion. Diamond Sky, the one in the purple and blue robe. And then, of course, the one with the blue hair, that is Carmelita Fox. Then, of course, the girl in yellow and black, that is Mitty the Imp. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, the one with the tiara is Patty Chase. Oh, am I or on the list? Let me... All right, I guess I can add you and Andromeda to the list, though. Let me add you guys to the list. All right, there we go. All right, a quick tag to Carmelita. So, of course, you have two fiery Latinas going head-to-head. Of course, the other one is Carmen Gonzalez, the one with the ponytail. Or actually, there's two people with a ponytail. The one with dark hair, or black hair, and not the one with black and yellow hair.
There's a tag.
Should not happen in BTW. Uh-oh, I think Hulk is getting... I think Hulk's getting mad now. Though I don't blame him for getting upset. I mean, he did get hit with fireballs. A snapmare. And off the ropes. And a kick to the head. Or the face, rather. but then one right to the head of Carmen Gonzalez. And then a tag to the world champion, or actually Diamond Sky, who just tagged in, and Carmelita Fox, who just tagged out, are the champions of Blue Toad Wrestling and Cyberspace Federation, respectively. And now, wait a minute, what's this? Ooh, nice Queen suplex. And a moonsault. One. Nope, kick out. Of course, Violet and Vera are rooting for their mother and her team, the DWO Nova. And then a drop kick by Carmen Gonzalez, who herself is a Battle Queen champion, as is Diamond Sky as well. Although Diamond Sky is the current champion, and Carmen Gonzalez is a former champion in LTD. So really, she would not have to take a backseat to anybody. A second suplex. Uh-oh. Gonna go for the three amigas. And she hits it on Diamond Sky. Then a tag to Jen Corso, and then a quick tag to Mitty. So now Mitty is in for the first time. Anyway, nice series of moves there by Mitty, who is, get this, the record 10-time Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion. The person with the most reigns in Blue Toad history when it comes to the Women's Championship. Of course, Diamond Sky is not too happy with seeing Jen Corso and calls her the ho-ho. And now Mitty, what's Mitty doing? Oh, Mitty doing a little dance, and then a drop kick to Jen Corso. Then a flip powerbomb. And then went for the leg breaker. Then a tag to Carmelita Fox. And now sent right into the corner. I mean, I will say that it does start slow, but it picks up as time goes on. And then Lily must have said something to Carmelita in Spanish, because obviously she reacted to it. Now picks up Jen Corso. And then set in her own corner. And then a series of kicks with those heels. And now a tag to the new appointed leader of the Crimson Lotus Camera, and then a pin onto Carmelita. Nope, not even a one count. Gonna have to do a lot more than that to beat Carmelita. And then a tag right to Liliana Ladrona, so another matchup between these two again. And then a spine buster. And then sent right into the, nope. Then countered by Carmelita. And then a moonsault, but got out of the way. And now Liliana choking out Carmelita Fox. And then stomping on her hand, or her paw, so to speak. I don't think that's going to make Sly Cooper very happy. And then the gun stun onto Carmelita. Well, breaks up the pin, but also knocked out the referee by mistake. And then Diamond Sky gets dropkicked for her trouble. And also gets stopped on the hand. Oh, ran right into the referee. The referee just getting put through the ringer, but now drop kicked. Now hanging on the top rope. But wait, what's this? Oh, neck breaker from off the second rope. And back in. And another drop kick. And Liliana in a little bit of trouble here. And finally attacked to Patty. So now with Patty tagged in, that's everybody that has been in the ring at least one time. But now Patty in a bit of trouble. And then a tag. Uh-oh. And the name of that move is called Down the Rabbit's Hole. And as that happens, the referee got clobbered accidentally by Mitty. I'll have to come up with a better name for that. Oh, I know. The torpedo headbutt. That's what we'll call it. Because you have to hit it right on the money. 1, 2. And Patty kicked out. I mean, of course, Patty got hit below the belt, so I imagine Patty is not going to have any more kids. Or will she? I don't know. Oh, well, Patty tags out to Diamond Sky. Mitty took out the ref. Move out of the way, ref. All right. Now sent into the Gamadas corner. And then attack to Jen. Uh-oh. Torpedo headbutt. And it hits. 1, 2. And barely kicked out did Diamond Sky. But Diamond Sky's not going to have any kids tonight. And I believe neither is Carmelita Fox. All right. Now off the ropes. And a double shoulder tackle. I can't talk. Then a quick tag to Carmelita Fox. And a float over DDT to Emma. And now going up to the top rope. Carmelita. And a body splash that does hit. And that probably would have done it had it not been for Carmen Gonzalez. And the gun stun onto Emma. That's what she calls that move, does Carmelita, but broken up. Oh, shotgun pistol. Thank you. But now trying to weaken the left arm. And now, wait. Oh, double axe handle right on the lower back. Oh, but Carmelita, even in spite of the pain, she fights back. But Carmen Gonzalez, to her credit. Oh, and a miss. Backbreaker, facebuster combination. Attack back to Liliana Ladrona. And then attack to Patty. And now Patty picks her up and, wow, just tosses Liliana like a ragdoll. I mean, then again, that's just how strong Patty is. And then an over-the-shoulder toss. And then a release German suplex, even though Patty's not German, or maybe she is, I don't know. Yeah, you never back down. Ooh, punch right to the gut. And then set into the corner. And now, ooh, kick right to the stomach. And then, uh-oh. The Diamond Destroyer onto Liliana Ladrona. And a pin. Well, that probably would have done it again had it not been for Carmen Gonzalez, but you have to think at some point, yeah, Patty ain't playing. Ooh, went for the Pyro Strike, but Liliana knew what was happening. Never give up, never back down. Absolutely, Riley. A tag to Mitty. Then a quick tag to Emma. So now you have the two youngest ladies in the match. You have Mitty, who's the youngest, against Emma, who's the youngest. Oh, English, Scottish, Irish, and French Canadian. And now, wait, what's Emma doing? Emma, whoa! Pulls a Sami Zayn, going through the bottom ropes, and then proceeds to knock out Diamond Sky. And then Mitty took her eye off of Emma and paid for it. Ooh, nice back elbow, though, by Mitty. And then Emma takes a cheap shot to Diamond Sky. I don't know how you feel about that, Diamond Sky. But now it's put in the guillotine. Now has the guillotine. This could do it. And unfortunately for Liliana, she was unable to save Emma, and Emma's already out. That was one of my old moves that Emma did. Well, unfortunately, Emma got eliminated by Mitty. A series of suplexes onto Liliana. But yeah, Emma is already out. Then a tag right to Patty. And then a Superwoman punch and a spear, and this could do it for Liliana. 1, 2, 3, and Liliana's eliminated. So now it's 4 on 2. Then a spin kick by Patty. And, Carmen Gonzalez kicked out. And Carmen rolls out of the ring. And then Patty brings her in the ring. Oh, but then Diamond Sky gets a hold of her and throws her in the ring where Patty is. And then a tag right to Carmelita. The Diamond Cutter. That's what we'll call it. The Diamond Cutter. The Diamond Cutter. 1, 2. No. You were on Rob's stream? Oh, not a problem. You know, I understand that you were celebrating with Lexi's birthday, and I probably would have went there too if I wasn't streaming either, but I wish nothing but the best for Lexi and her birthday. But yeah, you could always watch the match that you were in 2 matches ago, at least from this point. Now a tag to Diamond Sky, a Twist of Fate, and a Swanton Bomb ode to the Hardy Boys. 1, 2, 3. And it all comes down to Jen Corso going 4-on-1. Yep, happy birthday to Lexi. But now, a nice perfect plex though, a la Mr. Perfect. But now Jen Corso's going to have to do it all by herself. But we did see what happened with Arkham. We'll see if lightning can strike twice. Time will tell. Yeah, she could. I mean, we have seen Jen pull incredible stuff before. Not just on her home show of Triple Beats channel, but in other shows too. Although a Pyro Strike, 1. Nope, kicks out at 1. But Jen, not to be outdone. Oh, now is put in the sleeper. And that probably would have done it had it not been for Patty. And then the Rasa kick, although she got the back, she didn't get the head. Well, out goes Mitty, but Mitty's still in the match. It's just she's off the ring apron. And then a spear, definitely topped by Patty. And meanwhile, Patty is still knocked out. And of course, Diamond Sky wants to finish off Jen Corso herself. There's still a little animosity between those two. And then the Rasa kick connects. 1, 2, and broken up by Mitty. And of course, being 4-on-1, she's at a disadvantage because every time she does go for something... Oh! A modified, an elevated face buster. Well, takes out Mitty again. And then a hot shot to take out Patty. And then apparently Jen Corso was showing off some gang signs, dog. A series of punches. And then a butterfly suplex. No, nice counter into an arm drag. But Diamond Sky sent into the corner. And then a German suplex. And then turns it over to Carmelita. And then Lily's like, come on, Jen, win this for Crimson Lotus. And then a high kick. But I gotta say, Arkham, how do you feel after the after after your match 2 matches ago, along with Louis. Oh no! And then Diamond Sky's like, "Come on, end this!" And the Raza kick onto Carmelita. 1, 2, no, kick out by Carmelita. And then I forgot what she calls that move. But whatever it was, oh, you hadn't seen it yet? All right, cool. Well, then definitely check it out when you have a chance to. And then, oh, both women were going for their finishers, but then the Raza kick. Well, that would have been it for Patty, but not if Diamond Sky was there. But Carmelita Fox eliminated. Now we're down to 3-on-1. Although Patty, a German suplex, and another one is going to take her to Suplex City, Witches. And that knocked her out. Well, even though Carmelita got eliminated, the rest of the team finished the job. So the DWO Nova have advanced. Final score, 3-0. So our semifinals are set. So we're going to have, in semifinal number 1, it'll be the Mythic Elite and Team Ruby. And in the other semifinal, it'll be the DWO Nova against the double duet of the Monsoon Duet and the Dragon Hearts. So that's going to be something to look forward to, especially for our next show, as that's where the semifinals will take place in all 4 of our tournaments. But now we have the last of our first round matchups in the 4 Kings tournament. But up now, it's going to be the Shield World Order against the Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises. Let's get to it. All right, I'm going to let some of your guys know. I want to say Joker's in the chat, but I know JW's in the chat, but I'll let some of the others know. I don't know if Wally's in the chat, Jamar's in the chat, and Captain Danger's in the chat, but I'll let Matt Storm and Mike Wasson know. And of course, Lily, Carmen, and Emma carry Jen out. But take nothing away from Jen. She at least took out one person, but unfortunately, the team was able to win. But I give credit to Emma and Carmen and Lily for helping out Jen. All right, so Captain Danger is naturally going to go for himself and his monster and the rest of the team to win. All right, let me let Mr. Mike Wasson know. Absolutely, you played a key role in that match, though. Yeah, and it could have just as easily gone the other way with Emma and her team winning. But the experience of the DWO was much too powerful. Uh, hopefully, like I said, Wally and Jamar are in there. But let's get to it then. I'll see you in that ring, Emma. Aw. But up first, is the Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises. Or Enterprise.
It's an elimination match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 1,023 pounds, the Corporation.
And I'm pretty sure, Louie and Liliana are gonna be next to each other, just holding each other. Absolutely. And of course, Sly taking good care of Carmelita in the back. Or maybe in the one of those little suites, the suites in which, people watch the show from. But for these guys, they're here to take care of business. And the winner of this gets to face off against the #1 seed, Desolation. And of course, Desolation would welcome the challenge from either Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises, or Enterprise, excuse me, or this team, the Shield World Order. Of course, Desolation, like I said, they've had their battles with both these teams. So it wouldn't surprise me though if.
At a combined weight of 1,000.
So it wouldn't surprise me that Desolation would be receptive to either one of these two teams. But up now is the Shield World Order, the SWO, led down to the ring by Captain Danger. And then, of course, you have Jamar, who is, of course, the one in the black shirt with the JG, Jamar Games. Then, of course, you have Wally in green. And then, of course, the big guy with the Stetson hat and the cape. That is basically his Frankenstein's monster, Marcus Walker. Gracias, Lulu. But yeah, out of character, I hope, Arkham, you watched the match that you and Louie had. And also, let me see if you have another match. And also your friend or your former protege, Edward Elvis, has a match of his own. In fact, that match is after this one. Yes, Edward Elvis is still with us. And of course, the rules are the same as those other 4v4 matches where... Oh! And now Captain Danger goes after JW. And of course, JW, while he would excel in a barroom brawl, of course, JW's not afraid to wrestle. And, of course, team up with his brothers. Hey, what's up, Logan Windsor? How you doing, man? And then, Brainbuster right to Captain Danger. This would be something if Captain Danger got eliminated. But then attack right to Mike Wasson. And then Jose's like, Arkham? Or Arkham! Oh, well, see, I didn't want to... I wanted to... what is it? He hadn't seen the match yet, Arkham. Or, not Arkham. Arkham hadn't seen the match yet, but Jose kind of gave away the finish a little bit, but that's all right. a new Shield together with a mystery guy. But as it stands, sends him right into the ropes, and then the Superman punch. 1, 2, nope. And Joker gets right back in. But then Captain Danger goes right back to Matt Storm and back suplexes him. But then Mike Wasson, a hot shot right to Marcus Walker to take him down. Then does the same thing to Wally. But it looks like the Chaos and Anarchy Corporation, or Chaos and Anarchy, or Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises, are trying to keep Captain Danger from tagging out. And Captain Danger still unable to tag out. But then goes for the pedigree, and that knocked him out. Wow. Not even 3 minutes, and Mike Wasson's already out 1. No. Mike Wasson already eliminated. That's insane. But then, here's a guy that can stand up to him. Stand up to Joker and slam him face first. But Mike Wasson got eliminated. Well, that's... Don't respect Charlotte at all. Understandable. But still... Well, now that's going to put Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises at a disadvantage here. Because they're now already down 4-3. Now attack right to the Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein. A double flapjack. Of course, Jamar and Wally already have competed in the match, so they're not exactly 100%, but they have to be feeling good that their team is up by 1. And then Joker shoulder tackle, then goes back the other way and shoulder tackles him. Hey, what's up, Ty? By the way, Ty, you had a match earlier, so if you want to go back and watch it, you can. But yeah, you had a match earlier. Well, now if you're Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises, you got to keep Captain Danger. So yeah, you had a match earlier there, Ty. But yeah, right now Captain Danger's been in there the longest, so if you can keep him in there, eventually you'll be able to wear him out, pin him, submit him, or knock him out, whatever you have to do. An inverse Alabama Slammer. And then whipped, nope, countered. But Captain Danger wisely tags out to his Frankenstein's Monster. And then Joker ran right into the boot. But Joker, to his credit, not going to give up. But Joker in the wrong part of town. And it looks like the monster, or the creation and the creator, doing a great job double teaming. Oh, you want... Oh, well, I didn't know you went very quickly to see the match, but yeah, you won the steel cage match. And now Wally gonna go for the pin. One. No. Oh, went for the elbow drop, but missed. And now Wally looking to lay the smackdown. Although, oh, and Wally accidentally got popped by Jamar. That was a mistake on the part of Jamar's end there. And a super F5, or if he has a proper name for it, let me know. 1, 2. And I'm not sure what Frankenstein's monster was trying to do, but whatever it was, he missed. And now a tag to JW. And now JW is going to have to do some work. And now a series of elbow drops, and then a big one. And now Wally's sent into the ACE corner. Of course, this is a somewhat direct rematch from their last encounter in a Rumble match where it was down to JW and Wally ended up getting the win. Although, wait a minute, manages to get Wally into the SCF. Although Wally, of course, Wally with the power gets out of it. And Captain Danger's going to have to get out of the ring before he gets disqualified and eliminated. A quick tag to Matt Storm, who's the freshest, but ran right into Wally, and then he gets a big knuckle sandwich for his trouble. Can't talk. Power slam. And, well, not even a 1 count. Broke it up immediately by JW. And, well, wait a minute. Wally, he takes off the turnbuckle pad. And then, of course, the referee is distracted. All right, now tags in. Uh-oh. Oh, they're going to go for it. Hey, what's up, Nightmare Wolf? They're going to go for the Powerplex. That's what they call that move, the Powerplex. Still remember when I made it? Yeah, it's still iconic, and I got to give you credit for it. Who knows? Maybe one day I should bring back Nightmare Wolf for 2K25 or even 2K26 when that game comes out. But as it stands, back to this match though. Kick to the face though. And then a sidewalk slam, I can't talk. Gets a 1 count though. And then a quick tag to Wally. And then, wait, no, don't tell me. Wow, look at the power! The wall banger on Wally? No way. Well, we'll never know because Captain Danger broke it up. But Wally just got hit with his own move, the wall banger. And then caught in the guillotine, and that takes out Wally. So Wally's out, so now it's 3-on-3. Was able to get Wally to quick tap and out, and Wally's out. That's huge. I mean, of course, SWO, you guys can still win the match. You just, it's up to your teammates now, Wally. All right, and now a pin onto Jamar. 1, 2, no. So now you have the smallest or one of the smallest against the tallest. Of course, Wally's still feeling the effects of getting burned, but Wally's going to get treated for those burns now that he's been eliminated. But Wally's going to be all right though. Otherwise, and broken up immediately by Matt Storm. But now SWO. Uh-oh, they're going to do it again. They're going to go for it. The superplex, or the powerplex, excuse me. And a pin onto Joker. 1, 2. No! Kick out by Joker. For certain I thought it was over, but it's not. But Joker's in trouble. Now set in his own corner. And then, well, Marcus Walker must have said something to him because he popped him. Then a snap DDT. And Captain Danger showing off. But he left himself open. Nope, back elbow by Joker. And then a running neck breaker. And a pin. Is that it? Nope, not even a 1 count. Then picks up Captain Danger and side slams him. Can't talk. And then kicked right in the knee, right in the face, though. But I will say this, though, Ty, you and the feed, you guys are entered in the Blue Toad Wrestling Men's Tag Team Championship #1 Contendership Tournament. So if you and the feed win, you guys get a shot at the tag team titles, although 2 successful. So Captain Danger got eliminated by Joker, and then Marcus Walker eliminated Joker. 1, 2, no, kick out by Marcus Walker. Okay, so now it's down to 2-on-2. It's Matt Storm and JW against Marcus Walker and Jamar. Oh, what are they doing here? Oh, a powerbomb neckbreaker combination on the Munster. 1, 2, no. Well, JW, I don't know how often you've teamed up with Matt Storm, but I imagine you've had your battles with him. So you have, I'm pretty sure you've had your battles with him, so you know how tough he is what I was trying to get at. And now, once again, they're going to tag in. Oh, nice launch off the top rope with that shoulder tackle. All right, so now we're down to 2-on-2 with Captain Danger and Joker eliminated. Okay, so you have teamed up with Watson. Cool. Though I imagine it was under a different moniker at the time. But now Marcus Walker is not the first giant that JW has fought, and probably isn't the last. As the Perfect Storm. Going for the Tequila Sunrise. And I know that JW likes tequila, but not that kind of tequila. Well, JW gets a little bit of respite, but then Marcus Walker, there he is. Nope, throws him back in the ring. And Matt Storm taken out by Jamar. Ooh, stomped right onto the arm of JW. And then Jamar crashes and burns, and then JW starts going ghetto style, or Chingazo style, actually. Oh, elbow drop. I don't know if he got all of it, but JW just going nuts. But then he gets drop kicked from Jamar. All right, now throw him back inside the ring. And Jamar with a nice Hurricane Rana, a head scissors takedown. One, nope, kick out at one. And then, oh, wait. Inverted powerbomb. Yeah, Storm is tough to beat. I've had my battles with Matt Storm too, and he's very tough. And Jamar is tough in his own right because he's very quick to get. It's his speed that makes him tough, is that he's hard to catch. Although I think they got him right now. Off the rope. Back body drop. And then, wow! I had no idea that Matt Storm could fly. And then a spear, but he didn't get all of it, though. Instead, an atomic drop right to Matt Storm. Although he gets thrown back inside. Then slammed on the top turnbuckle as JW got taken out by Jamar. And then the Jamar cutter, or the gamer cutter, 1, 2, and that probably would have been it had it not been for JW. And then the Tequila Sunrise, but nope. Managed to get out of that. And then, what? Whoa! Okay, that was out of character. That was kind of a glitch, though. Wait, so the matchup between the Titans, that would be cool. But you know, if Ty and the Feed do win the tournament, they will have truly earned it. That much I will say. And a snap suplex. And now a tag to the Monster. And the Monster's had enough time to rest. Although he's got to be careful not to get disqualified. And put Jamar in a bad situation. Well, and of course he also has to earn it too. And now, wait, what's he doing? A backflip? Have you ever seen a giant do that before? Not too many, really. Well, breaks up the count, but also knocked out the ref by mistake. Oh wait, is he going to do it again? And yeah, one time too many as he got the knees up. And now a shoulder tackle. The people's moonsault. Ain't no party like a super kick party. Well, down goes the giant. Although wait, that's a super kick party. Oh, Dirty South Stampede. Okay, thank you. Oh, slammed was JW. Back elbow. And the Dirty South Lariat from out of nowhere. One, and well, that would have been it, but JW, or not JW, Jamar broke that up. No, I saw your comment, and I thought that was awesome. The Battle of the Titans. and an atomic drop onto Matt Storm. Well, now that it's gotten down to 2-on-2, I mean, now it's slowed down to a point where the next person that gets eliminated will put their team in jeopardy. He remade Marcus Walker. And a jumping kick, although gets caught with the guillotine, and another quick tap. So, wow! In quick succession, Matt Storm eliminated 2 men.
Here are your winners, the Corporation.
And JW and Matt Storm survive, and the Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises win. With a final score of 2-0, as they eliminate the Shield World Order. What a match that was. So now it's going to be Desolation and the Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises in one semifinal match, and then in the other, it'll be the Dragon Warriors, or Dragon Family, whatever you want to call them, and the House. Speaking of the Dragon Warriors, up next, you're going to see 2 of them as they take on a new team that is headed by Edward Elvis called Inquisition. Yep, the Wolf Knight of Osaka teaming up with his master, so to speak, in the sense of he's the leader, Edward Elvis. I'm not sure if Arkham's watching this, but I'll let Gregory or Dragonheart know that his family's up now. Jose, that's not the house. No, he's talking about next week. That's next week on the. That's on the next show, there, AJ. But he's talking about the next week's show, AJ. Yes, I did say Dragon Family versus the House, but that was for the Four Kings tournament. This is for the tag team tournament, by the way. It pays to pay attention sometimes, but hey, I understand. But as that happens, here is the team known as Inquisition. Edward Elvis and Tomura Tagaya against the Dragon Family's Dragonheart Jr. and Patty's man, Kaiserheart. So who is going to win in this battle of the Dragon Family and Inquisition? Let's find out. So there he is. The newly crowned United States champion, Tomura. Then, of course, you have Rose, who is watching her man. And then you have the leader. Of course, Riker would be teaming up with Tomura, if not for the fact that Riker is the world champion. And of course, Edward is very proud of Riker for bringing in the world championship in Inquisition.
Ladders and chairs match. And at a combined weight of 472 pounds. And Imperium!
Now, of course, this match is not going to be any match. This is a TLC match. And now you have the Dragon Warriors doing their little dance. But make no mistake, once they get in the ring, they're all business.
Total non-stop action champions.
If you wish to be spoiled, I'm more than willing to tell you, Joker. I always have to ask before I do anything. But if you want to know, I'll tell you. Tomara lives. Wait, what do you say that, Alexander? And I forgot about the. I'll have to fix that title, because that title is going to drive me nuts. But in that briefcase is the right to continue in the tournament. That's what's in that briefcase. As well as $10,000 in cash. So it was the Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises, and JW and Matt Storm, those two survived on behalf of Anarchy and Chaos Enterprises. Oh, and Edward Elvis took his eye off the ball and got a chair thrown at him. And a tornado DDT to Dragonheart Jr. And now they switch out opponents. Oh. Well, I already put you on the list there, Rivera. So I actually have you. I already put you on the list. So first person to climb up and get that briefcase will win it for himself and the rest of the team. And now has his hands on the briefcase. Does Dragonheart Jr. And well, he knocked down the ladder, which took down Dragonheart, but he also took out his own master. Oh, cool! Great job there, Sonic. Oh, and everybody spills outside, but then Dragonheart Jr. getting into the back door, and then Edward Elvis just noticed it. I'm just tired of attracting the weirdos who want to marry me, Rose. I haven't seen Cherry today, though, Sonic. Uh-oh. Dragonheart Jr. holding on. Oh, and he falls, and part of his body landed on that ladder. That's got to hurt. Right now, the Dragon family doing a number. Now they're beating up on Edward Elvis. Jeez, Edward Elvis just getting hammered like a railroad spike. And then throws in another chair. And now Dragonheart about to Dragonheart Jr., excuse me, and he pulls down the briefcase. It's done. The Dragon family have advanced in the tag team tournament in this case.
The Lucha Dragons.
The top-seeded Dragon family of Dragonheart and Kaiserheart get the job done. And they will be the ones to face off against the Mario Brothers. And in the other semifinals, it'll be the Outcasts taking on Paul and Killian, the U-Takers. But nice match, though. A good match, actually. A 3-star match. But up next, I should also mention that this match is the result of a birthday request, and in the sense that our good friend Amethyst Flames is in real life celebrating her birthday, and as such, her character was ranked highly in the world title in the Blue Toad Wrestling World Championship rankings. And as such, she is more than qualified to fight for the Women's Mushroom Kingdom Championship against the current champion, Lioness. So we could see Amethyst Flames get to Blue Toad Mania via winning the championship. But we'll find out if that's going to be the case, especially if Lioness has something to say about it. But for now, I'm just going to let Flames know that she's up now. And this is the main event, but there's still one mandatory bonus match, and you'll understand how this bonus match came to be. All right, so I let Flames know. What's wrong with her? Also, welcome back, Alicia. After this match, we'll have the match between you and Violet. But right now, it is our official main event, or our double main event, actually. Or, yeah, double main event. So we have Amethyst Flames, who is celebrating her birthday, as she goes up against Lioness. So we have the cat versus the Lioness. So we have ourselves a literal cat fight. So will the cat be able to topple the Lioness, or will the Lioness use her power and beat up the cat? You do have dragon power, so you could just turn into a dragon and start biting their heads off. Yeah, and I'm so proud of you because you made the Mushroom Kingdom titles. You made them look so good. It's like, why would I not use those as the secondary championship behind, of course, the world title? But I mean, I liked them so much that it's like, well, why would I not use them? So I have to give you props for that, Alicia. Definitely. But up next is a former Intercontinental Champion and a United States Champion, when each of those championships were at the height of their prestige. But this would be another addition to her collection, as it will be for Amethyst Flames. As she shakes her tail. No, it's not your fault, Alicia. I just thought, okay, everything was great. I just thought the flooring needed some work, and I was like, well, I needed something that made it look good. So I picked the bricks from the castle levels in the original Super Mario Brothers, I thought, oh yeah, let's get that. I could have used the blue ones, like the underground ones, but that was like, nah, let's go for the castle ones. So all it needed was just a little bit of work, but I liked it. And now we have the current champion, as she is making her first defense of the championship since winning it off of Patty Chase. And I will say that Patty Chase would have went after this championship if not for the fact that she had already won the right to fight for the Blue Toad Wrestling World Championship at Blue Toad Mania Night 2. But for Lioness, she's also been a world champion in other promotions and is the star in her home promotion of Creation Pro Wrestling, CPW. But has also been featured on Triple Beat Show. Yeah, that's what I did with the floor. But if you're talking about the ringside area, I probably could have went with that. But on the other hand, I wanted to give it a contrast to it when I created when I made the edits there. I will say this though, Lioness is built. Hey, what's up, Riley? Just in time for our main event, and we're getting closer to our bonus matches. But as it stands, there you see Lioness. But yeah, Lioness, she's definitely built to fight men if she wanted to. Oh, for the rampant stage? Yeah, I probably would have. So, of course, AJ and Diamond Sky are going for their... Actually, the AJ's family's going for Flames to win. As you see, the Queen of the Jungle. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that could happen. But there is a reason, but we still have the best of 5 series to finish up. But that's something that I could definitely see going down the line. A match between Alicia and whoever the champion is. The holder of this championship that Lioness currently possesses. So I imagine Alicia, it wouldn't matter to Alicia if it was Lioness or Flames or whoever has it. And of course, Lioness doing her best Roman Reigns impression, apparently. And there it is. The Women's Mushroom Kingdom Championship.
Introducing the challenger from the 5th dimension, Angel Catherine Kinney. And her opponent from wherever she wants, the Women's All-Star Undisputed Champion, Lady Destroyer, Leon N.N.
Well, that's still yet to be determined, because what I want to do is finish out the best of 5 series, especially, you know, regardless of whether you win or not. But if you're willing to part with the Queen's crown or put it on the line, I don't see why not. But first things first, we have these two to fight. All right, here we go. Match underway. And if Flames is going to win, she's got to use her speed, whereas Lioness has to use her power and slow it down. Although Flames... Whoa! I'm surprised Flames used some power herself. I am noticing a little bit that Flames got a little bit buff. Mainly on her upper arms. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match. I forgot to mention that this is a Falls Count Anywhere, so they could fight outside all they want, and they could end the match outside. Nice double knee. But that's what she has to do against Lioness. Clotheslines her. Oh, but don't want to take your eye off the ball or off of Lioness. But yeah, I'm definitely going to consider it, Alicia. And, oh, using the stick right on Flames. And hits her again. Nope. Flames with the discus clothesline. And 1, 2. I got it. I'll call that discus clothesline the Fire Tornado because, well, her name's Flames. I just thought of it. Although a discus forearm of her own and a pin. 1, 2. Nope. And Flames has, or not Flames, Lioness gonna have to do that. I can't even talk. Gonna have to do a lot more than that to beat Flames. Although Flames was quick enough to get back on her feet and a Russian leg sweep, even though she's not Russian. Ooh, nice Phoenix splash. As quick as a cat. 1, 2. All right, so Violet and Alicia, make your way to the address that I gave you. In character, by the way. Make your way there. And you should be ready. Amethyst Tornado. Ooh, okay, that's... All right, I'll go with that. Although right now, Flames in trouble. I'll have to come up with a whirlpool, or I'm not sure what to call that. 1, 2. Nope. A discus forearm on the part of Lioness. I'll until I think of a move, that's just what I'll call it. But anyway, elbow right to the leg. Wait, wait. Why are you holding your stomach? Hello, Jen. And now both women going fisticuffs, although I don't think that's a wise idea if you're Flames to try to trade punches with her. Although you can jump up and kick her in the head, that'll do it. Wait, well, don't spoil it, but I think I have a feeling it had to do with what happened at Backlash, but I'll leave it at that. Oh, wow. 1, 2. Well, Lioness successfully defends the championship. So that means that as far as the tentative match that I have for her, shall remain a one-on-one match. But for Lioness, she proves that she is still Queen of the Jungle and is still the Mushroom Kingdom champion. So we'll have to find out if somebody, if anybody, can challenge for her championship. The tentative match that I have is actually a two-parter. Because on night 2, I have a Rumble match in which whoever wins that will be the one to face off against Lioness on night 3. Can I challenge her? Well, it just so happens, Vera, that you're one of the people that are in that match. So that much I will say. As it stands, though, congratulations to Lioness as she proves that she is a worthy champion and maybe even a future world champion, someone to watch out for. So before I go any further, let me make sure I didn't have any other championships in play. Okay. So before I start that match, I have to make one change, or actually I don't have to make any changes. But here we go. Hey, what's up, Odds? By the way, you just missed, well, both your girls had matches, but you just missed your girl Lioness, unless you were lurking, I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, no, wait, I don't have to do anything. No titles changed. So, this match, we came to the agreement that this will be a, I forgot if I created it. Let me see if I did. I'm doing pretty well. Oh, all right. Let me put Rose and Lily on the list. Okay, let me put Rose and Lily. Let me turn on my light. It's starting to get a little too dark in this room here. Rose and Lily, come here, says Jen. Or says Jen. All right, let me turn on the light. We got to leave the light on. Didn't Mario Girl win a title? Yeah, she did. It was the television championship. Okay. All right. Oh yeah. Wait. All right. Let me do that then. Yeah, we're gonna do bonus matches, but we still have one piece of business to work out. Okay, where's the television championship? Oh, okay. So yep. Mario Girl has it. All right, cool. No, Mario Girl had it. Yeah, Mario Girl has it. So she's good. She's good. But anyway, let me make sure that the match that was created for this one is done. It's called a No Escape. Oh, okay, so I didn't create it. I'll have to do it then. All right. Well, now that the doors have been locked, we are in cyberspace. All right, let me customize the rules. So this is submission only. There's no escape. Although I forgot if it's 2 out of 3 or if it's 1 fall. I just know that it's no escape and it's a submission match. And this is kind of where, if An shows up, then she'll be pressed with charges, though. I think he said 2 out of 3 falls. Well, what does AJ say? You know, since this was the proposal on behalf of Violet, though. 2 out of 3? Okay. And then I have, okay, Jesse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people before we get to you, Ryan. But hey, but obviously if people don't show up, then we'll get to you quickly. And then where am I on the list? Yeah, unless we skip a few people, then. But don't forget that your dad and Andromeda are before you as well. So you never know. And thankfully, we were able to transport Samantha Irvin here, so we'll get her here. All right, so let me do this the other way. It's Empress Alicia. Oh, wrong person. Okay, let me put the title on. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. This is not for a title. What am I doing? This is non-title this time. But this is, however, a redo of match 3. So, of course, originally Alicia won the 3rd match, but unfortunately it was highly influenced by An Ramirez, so we decided to redo match number 3 again. And of course, Empress Alicia is no stranger. She is a former Cyberspace Federation World Champion. In fact, both she and Violet are former champions. And I'm not sure why we are in Saudi Arabia.
The following champion versus champion contest is a 2 out of 3.
Oh, 2 times.
Match. Making her way to the ring from Delaware, the Women's Triple Crown Champion.
I probably should have asked Alicia if you wanted your first or second, but oh well. Of course, Alicia, I will say that I won't say how she got there or the route she took, but I will say that she got there via airplane or a helicopter. Dun 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 dun.
And from Dallas, Texas, the Internet Champion and 1/2 of the All-Star.
Out of character, I probably wouldn't go that far, but no, I understand. You just didn't want Ann to interfere, so to give a fair chance. And that's all well and good. Well, there you see 1/2 of the tag team champions in Blue Toad Wrestling, but also the up, up, down, down championship. Or I'm sorry, the left, right title. Eventually I'm going to have that championship defended in some way, shape, or form. Outside of the fact that she's already the tag team champion. But that's a bridge I'll have to cross when we get to it. Of course, one person that is watching is Lucian. Though he's probably watching from one of the suites. No, that's the Rite of the Valkyries, Captain Danger. That was from that was from the film. It was featured in the film Apocalypse Now, actually. Not if I relinquish it. I mean, sure, you can relinquish it. Not that I would want you to. It was just a simple thought, though. But anyway, this is No Escape. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I almost forgot. I got to turn the HUD on for this one. There we go. And, nope. Nice counter there by Alicia. And, of course, Alicia... I will say that Alicia has built up some speed as Violet has built up her power. But it was also used by Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan, as he was known in the WWE. But it had been featured in films long before that. But the object is to focus on this series. And that whoever does win this match is going to be is going to have the advantage as far as the next match is concerned. And you know what? I have an idea for the next match. I'll have to hold that thought, but back to this match. I don't want to take anything away. But the winner is going to have an advantage in this series, though. Although Alicia going for the Code of Royal Excellence? I forgot what it was called. Normally she'd go for a pin, but now goes for the Royal Cloverleaf, but was unable to hold on to it. The Warrior Spike, okay. Uh-oh. The Reaper's Grasp. Yep, she learned that one from Uncle Atticus. The final match should be an Iron Woman match? Okay. And I imagine that would be match number 5 if we got to that. But I wonder what the 4th match would be. This is the 3rd match, by the way. Right now, Violet in control of this. Both are specialties. And then, went for the forearm. But then, nice drop kick, though, onto Violet. And now Alicia going with those kicks right to the body, and then one right to the head. But then Violet and then a Pele kick. And now Alicia. A slap, and then I forgot what she calls that move, but that was an impressive move. All right, now goes back to the Cloverleaf on Violet. Is Violet going to give it up? The Royal Somersault. Okay. But then gets caught in the Princess Flip. Normally she'd go for the cover, but you got to go for a submission, though. Now going for the... well, I mean, officially the move is called the Tequila Sunrise, but I'm not sure what Violet calls it. Hello, Timothy. But then Violet, fairy tale ending, okay. And now Violet fired up. And now look at the strength of Violet. That was Jade Cargill's Jaded. But now is going for a second rope moonsault and connects on it. Nope. Countered. All right, so the first match will feature, as far as the list is concerned, Jessie. And then the Warrior Spike, once again to Violet. Now put in the clover leaf once again, and was able to wrench it enough to get Violet to tap out. That's one fall for Alicia. One more fall for Alicia, and that'll do it. Although Violet not going to give it up. Uh-oh, puts her back on the Reaper's grasp. Oh, Royal Somersault. Well, now the Reaper's grasp ties it up as Alicia ties it up. Uh-oh, now it's going to go for the Dragon's Bite. And Alicia tapped out. Wow. So Violet was down 1-0, but then won 2 straight to take the lead.
Here is your winner, Princess Violet Richards.
So Violet now leads 2-1, and one more victory for Violet, and she'll win the series. That was to be expected. I mean, of course, there was a small part of me that wanted Alicia to win to prove that, that it was not a fluke. But on the other hand, it also just goes to show that An was the problem, and that An was the reason why she didn't win. She just couldn't give it her best. But now the shoe is on the other foot, as Alicia is going to need to win the next match in order to tie the series up and force a decisive 5th match. And that 5th match will be the Iron Woman match. But what's going to be the 4th match, though? But I do have something for Alicia, though. I wanted to do this for... I may as well do this for Alicia since I did it for Violet. This won't take too long. Let me go to shows, and it only fits with the story of what we're gonna do. Okay, let me go to shows. Oh, no. Go to my favorites, and all right, there it is. I'm trying to download one of your shows, though, Alicia. I'm just shocked it took as long as it did, but it's up. But it's actually one of your shows, Alicia, and I'm like, well, if we want to make sure that... Oh, you don't have it up? Oh. Or let me see. Or maybe I do have it, I just hadn't used it. Oh, well. Oh, wait a minute. This will work perfectly fine. This one will work. The endometriosis arena. I can use this. This one is perfectly fine. But I also want to show it off just for those who hadn't seen it. Oh, that is awesome. So our 4th match between Violet and Empress Alicia will take place on Alicia's turf as part of the best of 5. So while Violet won and held serve in cyberspace, so our bonus matches will start right now after I get this downloaded. And our first contestant is Jesse, although I don't have a way to contact him, but I'll give him a minute once we get this thing up. Do we have time to run it tonight? Well, let me I'll put your name down. But if not, I'll definitely schedule it for next show. But I'll put your name down there, Alicia. Oh, okay. So it looks like we have a championship match between Carmelita and Alicia. Well, now that's a huge bit of news there. I'm just sorry that this thing is taking some time there. Well, there we go. Now we can move. All right. So I'm going to give Jesse the rest of this minute since I gave him so much time during that upload. So he has until the end of this minute. If not, the next person will be Joker. So yeah, I look forward to that match when that match comes out. Carmelita and Alicia. Because those two put on great matches. All right, 10 seconds for Jesse. If not, Joker will be up first. Okay. Well, hopefully one day Jesse will come. So Scarlett didn't resign though. Oh, I see. Wait, what does that mean for the tournament for the other title? Oh, I guess she was talking to AJ. All right, well, Joker, you're up now. If you are still in the chat, but yeah, Joker, you are up now. And let me guess, is it that match that you suggested earlier, the one with you and it was you, Atticus, JW, and AJ against Riley, Andre the Giant, Spike Ryan, and Ty in War Games. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm cool with that. I'll just let Riley know that he'll have that match, but okay. I'm not sure if Ty is here. I don't have a way to contact him, though. Wait, me? Well, hey, at least you get a match, though. Although I don't know if that's what you wanted, though. Oh, your mother? Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Well, Riley, you got voted in to be in this match. And we'll go back to WCW. How about that? Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Let me see. It was... So, for your team, let me see. Let's see. Who should start for your team? I can set up the other team because I can... I've never teamed up with Andre the Giant before, but if I know the other team, here's what they would do. Okay, so Joker will start off himself. Okay. And for the other team, if I know, in order to get the best out of everybody, okay, Spike Ryan will start. Okay. I was going to have AJ do it, but Spike Ryan, you can start. Spike Ryan will start. Oh, wrong attire, though. Okay. Then AJ. Okay, AJ. So here's AJ. Let's see. And then from the other team, I would probably put Ty in there because, you know, he could work and he could take it. So yeah, I'll put Ty in there. But then after AJ, who's after AJ though? Then JW, and then naturally, JW. Okay, JW, and you're gonna save Atticus. And then if I know, and given that Andre isn't made for long matches, it's likely they would put Riley third, and then last but not least, Andre the Giant. But it would have been crazy to see how Andre would have done in a match like this. Not that he's never been in cage matches or anything like that, but I imagine he would be something special. Okay. And just so that the match doesn't drag on, I'll put it at 60 seconds. So we'll do that. Okay. And instead of a trash can, let's get a shovel. And instead of, or actually I'll keep the sledgehammer, but this, I'll replace it with a guitar. Okay. Well, thank you very much, though, Joker, for this awesome idea. But yeah, Riley, AJ, Spike Ryan, and everybody else, and JW if you're still in here, if you're still in. Good luck, and may the best team win. This is an all-star team, man. This is insane. And then, unless Jesse comes in, Tennu will be up next. So if Tennu's still here, he'll be up next. Of course, this is Joker and his friends.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit.
So those are the rules, folks.
Let the War Games begin!
And now, to start off with, is Brooklyn Joker. But yeah, War Games, it originated in WCW, or rather its predecessor,
From Brooklyn, New York,
in Jim Crockett Promotions.
in 85 pounds, Brooks Lane, the Punisher.
But up first is Joker. Although I have to ask Riley, like, how does he feel being in this? I guess maybe the better question would be to ask him that when he gets in. But for Joker, this is not his first rodeo. He's been in plenty of these matches. And so has Spike. In fact, both these guys have been on different sides where they've either came in last, or in this case, come in first. And speaking of Spike Ryan, there he is. I'm pretty sure Spike Ryan didn't even consider he was going to be picked in this match, but yet he was. And there he is. as the total non-stop action wrestling world champion. I hope I can win. I hope so too. But in this case, it's 4-on-4, meaning you're teaming up with other people.
Total non-stop action wrestling world heavyweight champion.
And then AJ's like, Spike, I'm coming for that title. Although, I wouldn't be surprised if Spike says, hey, AJ, if you want this title, put something up. Although, who knows? He could just outright accept. You never know. I guess we'll have to find out what happens in this match and who pins who. Because I could do that. I could have whoever gets a pin or something over whichever champion of any championship get a shot at it. So I could do it that way. Oh, wait, I forgot. He already accepted the challenge. My bad. Sorry. Carry on. But now it is... Oh, okay. Well, of course, Joker and Spike Ryan will be in the match the entire time. Or rather, the match actually does not start until all 8 competitors come in. But until that point, this is just a fight. So these two will be in the fight for the duration of this entire contest. Not a problem, Tennu. And by the way, Tennu, after this match, unless Jesse comes in, you're next, actually. So yeah, Tennu, you'll be up next. So you came back just in time, my friend. Not the match I had in mind, but thanks, Joker. Oh, okay, cool. And then, oh, no, don't do this, don't do this. Oh my gosh, thrown from one ring to another as they make their way back to ring number 1. But who's going to have the advantage? And it looks like it's going to be Joker's team. So now AJ's on his way. And, uh-oh, AJ's going to get some toys. He's got a chair. Okay, so he's going to bring in a chair. And now the action is in ring number 2. Back elbow. And now AJ goes after Spike Ryan. Well, Spike Ryan is gonna be in there for a little less than 60 seconds until the next person comes out. So Spike Ryan's going to have to hold on until our next contestant, and I believe that's Ty, about to come over. And Joker just lied out, but it looks like Ty is going to get some toys too. And he's got a stop sign. And Ty is about to enter. And Joker doesn't see that Ty is on his way. Ooh, slammed. And now goes after Joker. Oh, but AJ took his eye off of Spike and, well, no wait, countered. Uh-oh, gonna go for the Lion's Bite, but even if Spike Ryan taps out, that's not gonna win the match because not everybody's in there yet. And JW's gonna join. Of course, JW has been in his fair share of matches like this and barroom brawls. Oh! Ooh. And a series of strikes onto JW. And meanwhile, AJ off the ropes. Ooh, misses the elbow drop though. Oh, and hitting the head was JW. And then Joker gets hit with that stop sign. All right, so up now. Ooh, elbow drop onto AJ, but next up is Riley. So Riley is going to make his way down. This will be his first ever match inside the War Games. And looks like Riley's going to get some more toys. And he's got that sledgehammer, which doesn't seem out of place when it comes to Super Mario. Now he goes after Joker. And in fact, it's going to be... No, wait. Spike Ryan gets thrown back in ring number 1. And it looks like everybody's converging into ring number 1. And Atticus Black is the last of Joker's team to come on in. And he'll just come on in. You never know, I might use that hammer. Yeah, you could. But somebody used that hammer on you. But in just a moment, Andre the Giant will be making his first ever appearance in the ring. And then, Riley and AJ going back to where they left off in their last match, but interrupted by JW. Oh, but then AJ goes over to Ty. Oh my gosh! Ty just, I don't know if you saw that, Ty just burned AJ. And now here comes the Giant. And Riley roars. Rawr! Oh, Tombstone pile driver onto Spike Ryan. And now Andre brings in a guitar. All right, now the match has begun. So it's 2-on-2 in each ring. Uh-oh, now Riley getting put in the STF, but then Riley, yeah, too much power at this point. Oh, the DDT onto JW by Riley. The Shattered Dreams onto Ty by AJ. As he gets his payback on Ty for burning him in the face. Although AJ goes right back to Riley. But then Atticus ends up in ring number 2, though. But then Atticus goes right to Andre the Giant. So much action, got to keep up with everything. Ooh, clothesline onto Spike Ryan. But now Andre getting stopped on by a guy that's big and strong enough to take him out. Elbow onto Andre the Giant. AJ, you better run, Law. And now, wait a minute, a pin onto, I believe that's JW. 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not JW. That was Spike Ryan who got pinned. And Atticus does it.
Here are your winners.
So Atticus got the pin on Spike Ryan. And Atticus, JW, Joker, and AJ got the job done. Well, Riley, at least you didn't get pinned or submitted, so... In other words, you didn't have to do the job, brother. But instead, it was Atticus who pinned Spike Ryan. Especially after Spike Ryan was one of the guys that started the match. And Atticus was able to finish him. But GG's indeed, as AJ got the job done. Hopefully we'll get a word from AJ and Joker and and the others. Well, nothing to shake your head at, especially after. I mean, you had to start this. You ended up starting the match, so of course they would go after you. Okay, so Jesse's still not here. So Tenu. So yeah, Tenu, if you're still here, let me know. Because you are up next on the list, my friend. Okay, so Tenu is here. All right. Ooh, the Japan Hall. Pretty cool. You and Switch Gaming against Primetime and Jesse in an Extreme Rules match. Ooh, okay. Let's see, what's a good place to go? And then, okay, why does it have this logo? And then why does it have that logo? I gotta fix the logos. This is so weird. And then AJ's like, Spike, you better not poke the Lion King. Yes, he's the Lion King. Seriously, he is. And you know what? Let's go to Fight for Survival. How about that? Oh, all right, 2v2. Extreme Rules. Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be Primetime. I don't know if Primetime's still in the chat, but... Oh, wait, I forgot. It's Sean Sanders. My bad. Sean Sanders. So, yeah, Primetime, you got challenged by Tenu in his bonus match. So it's going to be you and your buddy, Jesse Jackhammer. So we're going to find out which team reigns supreme. Not yet, Jose, but it's getting close. Getting close, though. Switch Gaming. And also hello to Carol in the chat, though. Now, Tenu did pick up a win against Seth Rollins. But we'll see how he does against Jesse and Sean. But it will be a friendly competition, but it will be a fight nonetheless, so... Okay, here we go. And then after this will be Jen Wolverine or Jen Richards, whatever you want to call her. But yeah, if Jennifer or Jen is in the... Are you serious? Really?